All right. Good evening, everybody. It's been about a week or so since I did an update. So I'm going to get a quick, well, it's not going to be quick. What are we talking about? So I'm going to go over a few things. Midterm, obviously, which is short because that's just a narrative play. And obviously, we're waiting on the elections to ramp up. I'll give an update on White Whale Rewards, which is no more. And then we're going to move over to WAGMI. So I want to go over a few things real quick. So I'm just going to, I'm not going to show any charts or anything today. You are more than welcome to go look at midterm. It's in the green as always. So, look, I'm not gonna lie, man. The space is it's comical for me, but it's also kind of pathetic. So, I kind of see the narrative, and this is on meme coins. On the space. And I just don't know what to tell anybody. And it's not really my job to tell you anything. But y'all are getting wrecked because y'all are continuing to buy the supply controlled shit slop is what I call it. So that's on y'all. That's why we created APR and the launch pad. And we're here to give access to decentralized meme plays because it's at the end of the day, you're going to make your money the last time anybody made money, which was 2021. I mean, I did pretty good in 24, but the majority, I would assume, just did not. But it's about positioning and investing in a non-supply controlled token, meaning full-on decentralization. That's your only option now. I hate to say it. I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news, but I think we all know what the meme space has turned into because we are all witnessing it in real time. And the blame game could go around. We're all kind of guilty. It is what it is. So there's no need to put the blame on one particular thing because at the end of the day, it was all of us, and we all fucked it up. And now you just got to move on and be smart and not be a dumbass. So that's what we did with our launch pad. So let me just kind of, I'm going to go over something real quick on midterm. So as y'all know, let me go here, midterm. Here we go. So Base did a nice little post today. 2 months of pure green on Solana is mathematically impossible on extraction launch pad. So, some of this stuff will be kind of snotty and snooty because I just think y'all don't know what the hell you're doing. So we have, OGs like us, it's just kind of a habit now to, and I'm not saying we're talking down to y'all because that's just rude and not becoming of our generation, but we also been sitting around watching all this shit happen. So it's just, like I said before, it's time for the adults to hopefully take back over and y'all can go about your way and start making some real money. But, this is from Base Bid. 2 months of pure green on Solana is mathematically impossible, which is true. So all Base Bid did was post a tweet that said, look, here is a project, which is midterm, that is nothing but green since launch. Now, would I love the market cap to be higher? Yes, but I cannot force people, and we cannot force, and neither can our whales in the community. We can't force people to buy because we get the addiction for everybody trying to buy pump fund and all this other shit slop y'all are buying. So I get it. So when y'all see a chart like this, y'all be like, oh, that just has to be fake. Well, no, it's not fake. It's absolutely real. So, but the thing is there's a reason, right? So it's like Base Bid said, except for midterm, they're saying that, it's mathematically impossible in the space because everybody's an asshole except for us, which is valid. It's very true. So we appreciate Base Bid giving us a shout out. So keep in mind, this is an actual launch pad that we launched and nobody's been fucked with, right? The chart looks good, looks healthy. Like I said, we need more volume, but there's no insiders, right? There's no supply control. It's 100% decentralized. So as they mentioned, no block, zero bundles to dump on you. No dev supply to rug, just pure price discovery and our milestone buyback engine actively bidding the chart alongside the holder. So what happens is every 50K market cap intervals, the Launchpad and our Launchpad, but it's really coming from Base. They're spending 0.5% of the creator fees that they generate on their side to buy the chart. So, and they're going to do this on all of our launches, by the way. So it's not like this is anything new. But as a launch pad, this is what they're doing, saying, hey, look, why are y'all chasing all of this shit slop? Y'all come over here and, we're a decentralized launch pad. And that takes time. I get it, because it's not sexy. And, and this is why cryptos, I'll get into it later because I'm going to go over some X posts. Y'all are going to love this shit. We built BaseBid to give builders the engine they need to survive instead of the protocol keeping 100% of the trading fees and forcing the dev to dump on retail. So that's a valid point. So let me be clear again. Forcing the dev to dump on retail. So we're now in a point in the meme space to where this is just my opinion. This is why I'm not getting wrecked, because I'm just not buying anything. Y'all are fucking retarded. Y'all got to quit buying this shit slop. You're going to continue to get wrecked, and it's happening every day. It's nothing but on my feed nonstop. Oh, fucking scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. That's on y'all at this point, right? So you got to act like an adult and invest like an adult. So anytime there is any kind of token allocation given to anybody, stay the fuck away. The dev doesn't need tokens. The calls definitely don't need tokens. There's no marketing wallet. There's no dev wallet. All of that, as we have now seen over the last few years, is nothing but a scam. The meme space is nothing but a figment of whatever your imagination wants it to be. Right? So all we did is say, look, okay, the last time any of us made any run, I'm even including me. Look, like I said, I did pretty good in 24, but I cashed out deep into 7 figures in 21. And unfortunately, the space keeps harping on it. Well, why can't we just go back to 2021? Well, because you're not acting like it. You're all acting like fucking pussies. So it has to go back to basics. You have to find your entry, number one, and actually do your homework on the actual contract. So, from our point of view and what we do, especially with midterm is the first launch that we did. We remove everything. I've said this in the last freaking 30 videos. There is no supply control. We minted the contract and put 100% of the supply into LP, and we locked it. I don't care what anybody says in this space anymore. You're not going to be able to convince someone like me that is a bad thing, even though the narrative has been pushed over the last couple of years by all these degenerate devs. They're saying, oh, no, the dev has to have supply. I mean, well, how do we pay the bills? Well, how about this? How about you just don't launch anything? Because if you can't pay your bills without somebody buying your token, then you don't need to be here. Goodbye. Go bye-bye. Leave this space. That is what this is all about, right? So no dev supply, no supply controls at all from our launches. So now it comes down to the basics. Get in early, which is what we were all doing back in the day. It's all we cared about, getting in early. We were trying to get in under 100K market cap because we knew back then we were going to run, deep into the hundreds of millions. I mean, the project I cashed on, we went deep into 7 billion market cap. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen in these days and time. But if you can get into a launch, which all of our launches start at 10K market cap, as you can see by midterm, we're 12x, a legitimate 12x with liquidity. Y'all haven't made a 12x this year. I just don't give a shit who you are. Not if you're an outsider. Now, the insiders have. That's easy. Anybody could. I haven't cashed anything. I don't have. I didn't mean to say, not like that. I'm just saying the bag that we bought is for giveaways. That's what I'm saying. We haven't cashed out anything. So, and we like it like that because it's all on chain, right? I mean, the bag that we have is from the creator wall. It's all good. Anybody can go see. We want everybody to look. That's the point. But the fact is when it comes to like midterm, it is what it is. It's the simplest form of a launch. There's no calls. There's no insiders, quote unquote. There was no pre-sales. We didn't give anybody anything. And everybody who will eventually sell, because it's the way it happens, right? Everybody's going to sell. It's like Bitcoin, but y'all don't cry when fucking people sell Bitcoin because y'all don't own any Bitcoin. So that's what's sad. You have to buy the token first. So that's the point. So what that means to everybody listening is you're not being front run. There's no supply control given to anybody to where you have to feel shit. Well, if I freaking buy $1,000 bag, this is all the calls are going to Jeep because they don't exist. We're not paying calls anything. They'll get stables, but they're not going to get any supply because there's no supply to give them. I'm not giving them any supply from my bag. Hell no. My bag is for giveaways, as we've been doing right up until this point. So that's kind of where we have to go back, right? We have to kind of go back into the future. So we appreciate Based getting this post out. And it's just a fact. I mean, it looks legit, man. This is a 1 month chart. We've only been 2 months, 3 months in the game, but it's been nothing but green, and I'm cool with that. Right? What is this? The day chart? Yeah, this is the day chart. You're not going to find this anywhere. It doesn't exist. It is impossible to find. We are the only one. So moving on, that's midterm. It's all good. And we're just waiting for the elections to get really, really ramped up. And this is going to run on its own. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into, let me get back on my X page. I'm not going to get too deep into white whale rewards. As y'all are well aware, white whales turned into a shit show. So we are no longer going to do the rewards token for that community because quite frankly, it's bullshit. So I'm not going to spend our energy and get, put this out into the space when the original is bullshit. So, and it's a shame, but hey, it was still supply controlled. I knew it was a possibility, but look, even I can get duped. I thought the dev was legit, meaning, it seemed like he had good intentions, but y'all know how crypto is. Everybody can play a nice game online. But anyways, white whale is done, so we move on. Fuck that. So moving on. So we are going to do a new WAGMI ticker. So let me get to my communities here real quick. And I'm going to explain something. So it was probably last week. Somebody was on my feed and it was cool. I mean, it was a nice feed. It wasn't like a bunch of shit talkers, which is what the space is full of. So somebody had put, man, WAGMI's bullshit because nobody's making it. The ticker stands for we're all going to make it, right? So I think right now we can all just kind of gather around and say, you know what? Now, it's not true. So, I mean, I get the feel good story and I know, I fell into the trap last year. I had some idiots try to convince me, but you can't talk negative because it's such a good vibe. Yeah, motherfucker, but ain't nobody making any money from it. So it's time to move on. The facts are the facts now. We're not all going to make it because the data shows it. So we created WAGMI, which is going to stand for we're all going mentally insane. So if I can go back into my history and find out who actually pinned that term, I'm going to give them some credit. So we're going to run WAGMI, which is obviously a massive ticker. And we're going to change the narrative. And look, it's not a negative connotation. It's just the way it is. We're all going mentally insane within the meme coin, the crypto space. So this is it was supposed to launch today. I pushed it back because the wallet integration is going to come sooner than later. So we're going to wait until next week to see how the tech goes. But WAGMI is coming next, and it's going to be one of our, obviously, a longer term meme play for us. So it's not like midterm, and we all know midterm is going to be kind of seasonal because look, it is an election token. It's a political token. Elections come and they go, right? So with WAGMI is probably a top 10 ticker in the meme coin space. So we're going to run off the branding of WAGMI because there's no need for us to spend time to try to create a new narrative. We'll just take the ticker and generate a different vibe from it. And we're going to make it fun, but obviously it's going to be a runner, right? A long-term runner. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to launch it on the APR board. fully decentralized. There will be no insiders, no pre-sales, no drops, no calls, no nothing. Nobody's even going to know when it launches. I am personally going to do a video of us launching WAGMI through the platform, so y'all can see the actual launch happen. Now, it's not going to be. I'm not going to live stream it, but I will record it, and it is what it is. And then a new meme will be born, one that has zero supply control, just like midterm. So nobody can fuck you. Do y'all understand what that means? It is clean and pure as it should be, and it's going to be a position play. Now, the question is well, how, Scott? Well, what are y'all going to do with calls? So let me be perfectly clear here. And I know the noise has gotten real loud the last 2 weeks, but I think we have all been seeing and are seeing in real time that the majority of the calls that are in our space, they're all connected and they're in on it, right? And you can always see because of their reaction, right? So I believe in reaction. So usually when you call someone out on X or within the crypto community, almost everybody's response is to get aggressive and become louder and create chaos to kind of stir the pot and try to get the noise off of them. It's kind of the go-to reaction, and that's what calls do. I was watching today, man. Like, these are some big known players. Oh, like, I'm not doing shit. Fuck you. Like, so who talks like that? Can you imagine? Let me just give you a hypothetical. Can you imagine if there was an in real life meeting or a seminar where these calls actually showed up and they had to wear name tags? Do you think that they're going to talk to somebody like me in real life like that? No, bitch, we'll fuck you up. So it's this online call crypto god persona that they have now emboldened themselves with because they have 100,000 followers and they think that they can move a chart, which, as we can now see, they cannot. Not in a bear market. So the point is we're not allowing them anywhere near midterm or WAGMI unless they want to be on payroll. So what that does is we can pay calls and stables, and instead of giving them supply. Now, the reason why they'll never get supply is it goes back to the launch. There is no supply to give them because we didn't drop anything. There's no unload, there's no bonding, there's no pre-sale, there's no freaking curveballs and sliders and all that bullshit. All that, we did away with it. It doesn't exist in our launches. So therefore, when a call hits us up, and they do, by the way, the first thing is said, hey, I just want 1%. Well, bitch, there's no 1% to give you. Why do you need 1% as a call? I'm just asking the question, why do you need it? You don't need it, just like the devs, like myself. We don't need a drop. I don't need to give myself 20, 30, 40, 50% bundled supply. For what? It's because we're not bitches over here. That's why. We know how to launch fairly. So, and we allow the space to move the project. It has nothing to do with us. We haven't failed. We've actually succeeded already. The failure is now put on the space when it's truly decentralized. So that's the thing with the WAGMI. It's going to be the same thing. No calls unless they agree to a stablecoin payrolls, which they will not because they're so addicted to supply. They want to wreck your chart, by the way. They want to wreck the chart. So just let that sink in, everybody. Whoever wants supply, they want to wreck the chart. That's their mentality. I need supply so I can sell. Fuck you. I need my $500,000. I'm out. You could deal with all the shit. So we eliminate all that. That's the thing. So that's kind of my argument online is when you supply control, let me rephrase that. When you launch clean and pure and decentralized, you clean up everything down chain. So when we're on X and we see all these people like, well, this needs to change. This needs to change. We need to do this. We need to do that. No, we do not. None of that has to be done. What has to be done is y'all as investors need to be smart again and say, oh shit, here is a decentralized Meme coin. There's nobody that can fuck with it. Now, what market cap is it at? Oh shit, it's at 130K. Oh, this is nothing. I'm getting in because this is an easy 10x. Why is it an easy 10x? Because you don't have to worry about anybody unloading a drop bag on you. Do y'all get it now? It's very simple. Now, are there going to be somebody that's going to have a bigger position than you? Well, that's the game. See, this is when the rubber hits the road, when it's decentralized, because it eliminates on our end. It allows us, let me rephrase that, to kind of push back on all of y'all, because like even with midterm, we have some big players already in, but they got in early. You want to know why? Because they know what the fuck's about to happen, right? So when somebody hits us in Telegram, we call them passerbys, basically losers. Oh, what's this guy? He has 5% of the supply. Well, he bought it. Well, what if he sells? Well, then he sells. What the fuck do you want him to do? How about this? Instead of worrying about a player, why don't you become the player and try to, surpass his bag? Go buy a bigger bag. That is decentralization. This space has become so fucking pathetic. Y'all are y'all are children. You're like little babies. And that's why we have to do shit like this. We have to talk to you like this because you act like little children. It's insane. So that's what, our whole model is about. And it's going to happen with WAGMI. And it's happening, as y'all can see, in real time with midterm. And then we're going to launch another one down the road. We don't know when. We never know. But that's the part. That's your job. You have to dial in and now get connected and join the community and then help grow the whole ecosystem that we're building. If you have the funds and you become a whale and then you join the private whale group, which is nothing but adults, by the way, men, alpha men, by the way. There's nobody bitching, whining, complaining like the last go around we did last year with MLMX and all the little fag bitch boys that unfortunately we allowed within the circle. Those guys are just no longer allowed. And if you want in, you're going to have to buy in. And that's the way the game is played. So, but that's coming. So WAGMI is going to come next week, and that's going to be cool because, like I said, we're going to record the actual launch. And then, we'll do what we always do. We'll do the DEX listings. That's kind of included with all of our launches. We do DEX screen or DEX tools. So you don't need to come in the Telegram and say, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? When are you going to do this? That's faggot shit. And we block all you. You get out. So if you come into the Telegram and you start acting like a little child, do you need a raider? No, we have raiders if I want them. Do you need a shiller? No, it's so good, man. So if you have to come into our community and sell yourself, just get the fuck out. You need to buy a bag like a normal person does and go work for it. If you cannot do that, then go to Pump Fund and get wrecked. It's very simple. We've now gotten to the point to where you don't have many options left. You either can win or lose. And unfortunately, all of y'all are losing, and it's sad and funny. It's both at the same time. And I hate to say this because it makes me sound like I'm a freaking egotistical snob, and I am not. But there's not many places left where you can win, unfortunately, because everybody that's behind all of the launches, they're fucking you. So what are you going to do about it? Oh, I know what you'll do. You'll get on X and I got rugged again. Fucking faggots. You're all a bunch of girls, man. So I would just suggest from somebody that is my generation, I am Gen X, start waking up and acting like a man, right? And go get your bag. Quit fucking blaming it on everything else because you know damn well why you're losing. So I'm going to do something here. Let me get to my profile because I'm going to go over two things which are funny. No, where's my profile? And I want to explain, this is how I interpret it. Doesn't mean it's true, but I'm going to give you my point of view. So I was early in the day, because I'm retired, the only thing I do is crypto and do whatever I want with my life. So I was on just scrolling through, and I ran. And keep in mind, I don't know these people personally. I just know that they consider themselves a call or a crypto god. Like what they say goes. Only what I say. Nothing else is happening. Bullshit. So this girl, I don't even know her, Leslie Mota. Crypto is no longer decentralized. So I responded, haha, look at these losers. So here's the point. You have somebody like, let me go to her profile. What does she have? Okay, 35,000 followers. So she's okay, way bigger than me, but that's okay. But her post is crypto is no longer decentralized. So look, she is putting out a narrative to her peeps saying, it's no longer decentralized, and that's just not true because there are very few, if not, we are the only ones that launch decentralized memes on Solana. So, like I said earlier, the problem is y'all like the scams because this is what y'all do. You would rather stay on X and create chaos and a narrative that's not even true. And then because you need the clicks and you need the comments and you need the analytics, and I'm cool with that, right? You got to get what you got to get. But this is just bullshit. So when somebody like me who is on this side of the game and who has definitely made it in this space, this is bullshit. This is a joke. When I see this girl, our female, whatever you want to call her, or Leslie, I'm like, this shit, she doesn't need to be in the crypto space because it's bullshit. So, and she can argue all she wants and say, Scott, why are you being such an asshole? I'm not being an asshole to her. The statement is just completely out of whack. And that's, I think, how fucked up y'all are because these are who you follow. These are the people that you worship. And it's on y'all, right? So this was the good one. So here's this dude right here. Let me go back to this fuckface. FFVV1211. I said, look at this faggot. So look, so this is what I was saying earlier about the aggression responses, right? Jason, so much hatred must be down bad. So this dude put bro. So whenever I see bro, I automatically assume 25 and under, basically a baby, a child in the crypto space. Bro, I've never seen the trenches down this bad. What the fuck is all this? What the fuck happened to meme coins? So look, here's somebody, whoever it is, I don't even know who this fucker is. They always project this out, and it's like it's a big surprise. Oh my God, what's happening, everybody? And y'all know what's happening. It's just he needs the clicks and the follows and all that, and I'm okay with that. That's okay. But y'all buy into this bullshit. So I responded, haha, midterm is the only up mover on Solana. Y'all keep choosing the wrong plays, you fucking losers. Right? That's not mean. It's just the truth. Midterm is the only up mover on Solana. He responded, biggest liar in the game. You've never even entered this trade. I know this for a fact. So this little child, he's a little baby. Scott, you're the biggest liar in the game. You've never even entered this trade. Bitch, we launched it. What the fuck are you talking about? I know this for a fact. So this dude knows for a fact that I don't have a position in midterm. These are your people that you follow and you worship. This is on you. Like, so when I see people that react like this, so look, here's the point. When I wrote this, haha, midterm is the only up mover on Solana, it's the aggression. This is the automatic response from a complete stranger. This motherfucker don't even know who I am. Well, he might if he watches my channel. But it's the response. It's like if I don't like what you put, you're just a liar and you're a fucking bitch. All that stuff, right? So that's not a normal response. Normal response from a grown adult would have been, dude, that chart looks gorgeous. Let me get in on it. But this is how they respond. Biggest liar in the game. You've never entered this trade, you fucking faggot. No, I did actually, and I was lucky enough to buy off the rep. So, and I will continue to do so because we invented and controlled and created the tech play. So this is just what the space is, right? And then Jason, I know Jason, so much hatred. He's not down on midterm because everybody's up on midterm. So I don't know. He's down bad on his portfolio. That's for damn sure. So this kind of tells you this is what this is. This is the space. This is the people that you fuckers are like dealing with. Can you imagine meeting these people in real life? First, you meet the girl, and she said, "Oh, the Solanas or meme coins are no longer decentralized." Imagine what that conversation is like in person. How is that a nice way to introduce yourself? You walk into a party. Hey, everybody! Well, the meme coins are not decentralized. And then you have the other guy. Imagine if the other guy was in a meeting room with you, or some kind of gala or some kind of crypto seminar, and he says, "Oh, motherfucker, you don't even have a bag, you little bitch boy." Like, do they talk like this in real life? Like if you were to meet them, and that's why the space is fucked up. These are the people that you worship. This is insane. Now, let's just kind of scroll through my feed here, and I'll wrap it up. I don't even know what time I'm on here. It's been so fun. Oh, 30 minutes. Okay, not too bad. Oh, Ashes are playing. Okay. I'm gonna try to find some crypto stuff. Actually, you know what? Let me go to following. All right. Pepe was launched. I like Rune, by the way. Pepe was launched in these conditions. Folks love to spew this vague trope. All right. Moving on. Yeah, I like Dippy too, by the way. I'm just kind of scrolling through. It's like all the childish shit, right? It's like, hi guys, how you doing? Like, you could tell by how they type that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Meme Scope Monday. So I heard about that. I did not get involved. I knew it was a scam, and I think the majority of you knew. But the ones who played, y'all got wrecked, every single one of you. So congrats. Give yourself a nice big golf clap. All right, they're still bombing Iran. Never sell your dead coins. Okay, I don't really have. I mean, I guess it's fair. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I'm just scrolling. I'm trying to see if there's some bullshit on my feed that I can make fun of. All right, so look, I don't know these people, but this is cool. I like it when somebody says, "Hey, man, I fucked up," and that's kind of the problem with the space. Not what he said, but it's the opposite side. I never fuck up. I'm Mr. Perfect. Man, fuck you. No, you're not. You just tell everybody that you are. I wish like we could see who all these people are in real life. See, I can do that because I know where I'm at. I know what I've done. I know how much money I have. I know the cars that I bought. I know the houses that I bought. I know because I documented on my YouTube channel. So I don't have to get on these videos and lie and project out this aura or this story of make believe, right? So look, this dude said I fucked up. It's all good. He fucked up. I fucked up a lot too, by the way. Web3 games, which I have zero interest in, by the way. So I keep it moving. Oh yeah. So anything that ends in pump, I don't even fuck with. I consider just a scam anyway. So I would just kind of suggest y'all do the same, or at least starting to program your brain to where if it's a pump launch, you just need to stay the fuck away from it. That's what I would say. You'll save a whole hell of a lot of money doing that. Show me the ticker. All right. We'll maybe post up on that later. I know most of these people, so yeah, it's all good. So a lot of the bull posters I know, I'm cool with because they're just doing what they do. They're bull posting. We posted, so base bid made the post about midterm, 2 months of pure green. Lovely. It's just been straight up for 3 months actually. So anyway, we give all of our thanks to the Trumps, even though y'all like to complain. I'm having a good old time with my shit. The hottest chart is midterm, which is without a doubt the way it goes. Everything is good over midterm. Midterm is on my post. I'm trying to find some shit so I can make fun of somebody, but y'all get the idea. Let me kind of go back to my For You page, see if Stephanie McMahon showed back up. Breaking citizen. Okay, I need some crypto stuff. And look, it's 8:30 my time. I'm in the US, so the other side of the world's asleep. So this is kind of the dead spot for crypto feeds for me. So I guess I'll just end it for there. But Let me go back to my page. So we have the midterm community. It's all good. The charts flying. WAGMI will be next week. As I said before, a video will be done, and I will go through the very beginning all the way to the very end, so y'all can actually see for the first time in y'all's lives what a decentralized launch looks like. And then maybe we could start changing y'all's mentality a little bit. Um, but who knows? Y'all fuckers like to lose. So, and it's just kind of, I think it's just a generational gap. Like I said, I'm Gen X. So I would probably say that 95% of the shit that I see on my feed, I would never hang out with y'all in real life because y'all bring nothing to the conversation, right? Y'all don't know how to build a business. You don't know how to create anything. You don't know how to generate anything unless you scam for it, which means if you remove yourself away from crypto, you're nothing. You're a loser. You're a bum. So that's how I look at the space. I'm like, okay, who are the players in the space who've actually transitioned their crypto plays into their real life? And it's been very, very few of you. And it's a shame because it should be a lot more of you, and y'all should be flexing on your channels and all that stuff, but none of y'all are making shit because you're chasing shit. That's kind of how the game works, man. So, but look, we've corrected all of it. It's just a matter of us getting mind share and building the platform out, and launching decentralized meme coins and allowing everybody to get in early, and then y'all push it, and then hopefully, even though I do not like calls, hopefully calls will start changing a little bit mentally and saying, you know what, Scott, all right, dude, I'll push WAGMI. I'm down with stablecoin pounds. When they start doing that, I can get every call on in crypto on our team, and we can probably run every token that we launch to the billions of market caps, because I'll just have everybody on payroll and they'll all get paid in stables. There's zero token supply. So when that side of the crypto space can actually turn their minds off from I have to have tokens, I have to have tokens, I have to have tokens, gimme, 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 to when they can start acting like mature, I'm here for the betterment of the space type gentlemen, and saying, you know what, Scott, you know what, you're right, dude. I don't need any supply because I don't want to sell off the chart. But they can't do that. They have to have the supply so they can sell off the chart. So, and that's a hard thing for us to do, is get with these calls. And I know, and they're cool. Like, we have polite conversations, but they have to have supply. It is like crack to these guys. So if they can ever come around to where they will allow us as a business, by the way, oh shit, I forgot one thing. Let me go back to communities here. Sorry, forgot to talk about this. Let me go to WAGMI. So with all of our memes that we're launching, so every meme coin, we did this for WAGMI, we turn them into an actual business. So if y'all are not aware, we own a crypto holding company called LegalX Global LLC here in Texas. So every meme that we launch gets registered as an asset to the LLC. So with WAGMI, even though it doesn't mean anything for you personally, it shows you the structure of the launch pad. So we're going to register all of our launches, and it says it right here. It's all right here. Now this is all pending, and as it goes through the order process and it gets finalized, and we update that, and then once it gets approved with the state, then we post that too. But this is the movement, right? Full on protected legal decentralized memes that are registered as a crypto holding asset under a legally registered crypto holding company. And then we, as a group, as a crypto space, push these motherfuckers to the billions, because it's up to y'all. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. I don't have enough power by myself to run a project to the billions. Shit, I could barely get it out past 150K on my own. But it's the creation of the system, and it's here. It's ready. So it's up to y'all now at this point. So that's what's cool with WAGMI, and obviously we'll update this as we go. But I'll go ahead and wrap it up. Look, it's cool. I need to get this out. So hopefully y'all kind of start waking up out there, and Enjoy the ride, man. Look, at the end of the day, I like to talk shit and have fun. But at the end of the day, man, I don't like anybody losing. Nobody really does. It's just we laugh online because we're like, dude, how many losses are you going to take until you start waking the fuck up? And that's kind of the issue, right? So, and obviously with the space where it's at, where everybody's complaining, meme coins are done. Meme coins are done. Meme coins are done. Now, I would tend to agree that not the meme coins themselves are done, just the space that it has turned into is done. Y'all are seeing it. I don't give a shit. You can't sit there and say, Scott, well, you're wrong. Well, it's not true. I'm right, because the data on chain shows that the meme coins, the space is fucked up. Y'all fucked it up. Well, we all did, right? I had my hands in it too, but I've moved on. I've realized it. And I said, you know what? No, fuck this. We need to start making some money again. And the only way you can do it is with decentralized launches. It's it, because there's no supply control. End of story. And like I said, I'm a big proponent of supply control. Every time I see a token that has any kind of supply control, I stay the fuck away, because I know that there's somebody out there who has a freebie and they're going to nuke. Now, if somebody sells off on any of our launches, that's fine, because at least we all know that they at least bought that bag. That's decentralization. That's Bitcoin, but in the meme space. So, hopefully y'all wake up. Look, if y'all need anything, hit me up on X or on TG. I will holler at y'all later. See y'all.